Do you ever feel like English is just something you study, not something you live? That's because learning a language through lists and rules doesn't connect to how we think and feel in real life. You might know hundreds of words, but still feel lost when it's time to talk about your day or express what matters. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. Stories build memory, emotion, and rhythm, the heart of natural language. If you're ready to live the language like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to NativeFluent. Leo had reached his limit. His eyes were sore from screen light. His fingers kept scrolling even when there was nothing new to see. Every sound from his phone felt like pressure. Messages, alerts, updates, constant noise. His brain was full yet empty. That morning he woke up, looked at his phone and didn't touch it. For the first time in months, he decided to step away. No social media. No messages. No GPS. He powered it off and left it on the kitchen table like a piece of himself he didn't need for a while. He put on his shoes, grabbed his jacket, and walked outside with no headphones, no plans, just air and motion. The city was already alive. People rushing, talking, buying coffee, heading somewhere. But Leo wasn't heading anywhere. He turned a corner he hadn't walked in years. The street felt unfamiliar, even though he'd lived nearby most of his life. The bakery on the corner had changed owners. The smell was still good. The old watch repair shop was now a plant store with soft music playing inside. A woman stood in the doorway, watering flowers. She smiled. He nodded back. He kept walking. The sunlight touched everything gently. The sidewalk sparkled from last night's rain. A dog barked somewhere. Buses came and went. For the first time in weeks, Leo felt like part of the world, not just a watcher behind a glass screen. He wandered into a quiet neighborhood. Fewer cars. More trees. The leaves danced a little in the breeze. He slowed down. Not because he was tired, but because it felt right. At a small intersection, he stopped to let an older couple cross. They held hands and moved slowly, talking softly to each other. He smiled again without realizing it. Nothing special had happened, but he felt calm. A kind of peace that didn't come from watching videos or replying to texts. In the distance, a narrow alley caught his eye. He didn't remember ever walking down it. Curiosity led him in. At the end of the alley was a mural, a giant painting of two children flying kites. It was bright, full of color and movement. Someone had painted a poem under it. Lose the map. Forget the clock. Let your feet teach you the way. He stared at it for a while. Something about it made sense, like it was speaking directly to him. Further ahead, he found a small park, just a patch of grass and a few benches. He sat down and watched the wind play with the leaves. A teenager nearby was sketching in a notebook. A man in a suit was eating a sandwich, his phone off to the side. A little girl chased pigeons and laughed loudly. None of them knew Leo. None of them cared that he hadn't posted anything in 2 days. And that was exactly what he needed. He stayed until the shadows grew longer. Then slowly he made his way back home. The city was different now, or maybe it was just him. He passed a bookstore and stopped in. Bought a novel. Paid in cash. Walked out feeling like a version of himself he'd missed. Back home, the phone was still off. He didn't turn it on. That evening, he sat by the window with the book open and a cup of tea beside him. He read slowly without looking at the time. Outside, the lights of the city flickered like stars. That day wasn't about doing anything grand. It was about walking without purpose, looking without filters, feeling without distraction. It was about remembering that life doesn't always need a notification to matter. In today's story, we explored natural expressions like stepped away, he felt calm, and walked without purpose. These are phrases native speakers use to describe real moments. We also saw how past simple, past perfect, and descriptive rhythm create a sense of flow and connection. We create daily stories to help you live English, not just study it. If this story made you feel something like the video, subscribe to NativeFluent and share in the comments. When was the last time you took a break from the digital world? See you in the next video.